we was looking at the ring, and we could see every move that he was making, and because, like he said, he had us covered in the house, that it made us feel a lot safer as long as he didn't try to get into the house.
Do you have a weapon to protect yourself, and did you get it?
Yes. Yes.
You know, after all the news coverage over the last 4 days, it's been all over every single channel. I'm sure you guys have seen it, been on the lookout. What's it like knowing after all that you were, you know, the two that helped bring him into custody? Did you think that would ever happen to you?
No, I didn't.
Never
But
did.
since it did, I'm just relieved that it went the way it did.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's a $52,500 reward. Have they talked to you about that? And are you due that money?
I would think so.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. We will take a few questions if you have them now. Questions?
Can you explain what Watson's condition was when you found him? Because we're hearing he was kind of covered in bug bites, his feet were in pretty bad shape from being wet, and we know he was taken to some sort of medical facility.
Yeah, he was taken to the hospital to be treated. He was obviously weathered from his time in the outside. He did have a number of mosquito bites. He did have some issues with his feet because of the wetness, and he did have ticks that had to be removed. So those are about all we can really talk about in terms of the medical.
Did he say anything about his escape? What did he say when he got taken into custody?
At this point, we're still investigating. We still are working through that.
But he didn't say anything to the officers as they approached him?
No, not immediately, no. I mean, he just small talk, but nothing. Nothing.
Stop me or anything like that.
He was relieved to be over with his run.
Relieved.
Did he seem remorseful for killing Deborah Johnson?
I can't go into that at this point, but like I said, I can tell you that he had made the comment that there was he knew he wasn't getting away because of the number of law enforcement that was present.
Is there any reason to believe anyone was helping him? Because we noticed he changed clothes and he was wearing camouflage clothing. Where did he get that from?
Yeah, we have no indication that anyone assisted him. Everything that he had taken from other locations.
When do we get to talk about the reward?
That will be something that we'll have conversations about, and we'll address that.
I might have missed this, but was he armed?
As far as I know, we don't have anything yet, but we're still not done with checking everything. He had a backpack, so we haven't gone through it completely yet, so I can't answer that completely.
Does it look like he stayed within this area, or he traveled outside of the county?
No, he was in this area the whole time.
And maybe a question for the prosecutor about for those around the country where we have be seeing him, sir.
Yes, sir.
A charge of murder, will he potentially face the death penalty, or what will happen in this state?
That's a potential that's a possibility, yes.
You could state it rather than me ask the question. What's the possibility, sir?
We're looking at whether or not we might apply the death penalty or seek the death penalty in this case, yes, sir.
Can we hear from Ashley and Jessica about their experience apprehending this suspect?
Let me speak on their behalf. I was told that they were not as comfortable speaking as maybe I am, but
Give them a chance. They're heroes.
let me just say that we're proud of all the law enforcement personnel. This is a coordinated effort, obviously. They were in the right place at the right time, and again, we had so many law enforcement personnel around the offender at the time of the apprehension. He really had nowhere to go. He understood that, and he walked out and gave himself up.
Just how many people did you have searching? Because we saw people on four-wheelers and trucks, helicopters.
You know, I don't have an exact number, but I know I would say in excess of 300 to 400 people total.
Would you like to give them a chance to come up and at least give us one word or two?
Well, that's their call, but they told me before they thought they would let me speak, but it's just kind of camera shy. Anything else?
Any other questions?
I know you guys are still trying to process all this, but what is being done to honor Ms. Johnson for all her service with the state?
you know, there's so much. There's a GoFundMe account that's been established for Miss Johnson's family. We gave Miss Johnson a law enforcement escort from Memphis back to the funeral home in Nashville the other day, and there's a lot of other things planned for Miss Johnson and her family. Let me just say a few things about Deborah Johnson. Deborah Johnson was 38 years in this department. I had never met anyone that was more professional, more dedicated to the mission of the Tennessee Department of Corrections than Deborah Johnson. Deborah Johnson was a true corrections professional in every way. And when I speak to her family, they tell me the same thing. They recognize that. Deborah Johnson had a love for the work that she done, and she served us well and the people of Tennessee well.
Any other questions? Thank you, guys. Thank you again.
We urge you to continue to follow us on our Twitter, as well as the TDOC. My colleagues in that department, Rob and Tyler, will continue to update you with anything through the TDOC social media pages as well. Sure. I will run through them in order of the speakers. TBI Director David Rausch, R-A-U-S-C-H. Hey guys, okay. TDOC Commissioner Tony Parker, T-O-N-Y, common spelling on Parker. Commissioner of Safety Jeff Long. 25th District Attorney General Mark Davidson. And Harvey, H-A-R-V-E-Y, and Ann, A-N-N, Taylor. Ashley Bird, and I don't have the second. Hang on one second.
Ashley Bird is A-S-H-L-E-Y-B-I-R-D, and the other officer is Jessica Brown, J-E-S-S-I-C-A, Brown, B-R-O-W-N. Ashley Bird is a correctional officer, and Jessica Brown is a probation parole officer.
Thanks so much, you guys.